you ready to go?
He's ready to leave.
Oh, look who's on the phone.
Who's that?
Dustin Diamond.
Get the hell out of here! Oh, this is fantastic. He's appearing, I believe, going to be at the Improv. Dustin Diamond, you're in the Hideout. What's up, brother?
They still are talking to him back there. Put him on hold.
I got all the setup ready.
All right.
Dustin.
104.1.
What's going on?
Put it on. Put it on.
What's up, Dustin?
Hey, what's up, man?
How you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. Hey, we are in the area in Florida here. We just went to the pilot show, and I took part, and I got to rape and pillage. It was awesome.
All right, you sound so drunk right now. Have you been enjoying?
No, actually, I'm not drunk. I'm planning to get drunk. I'm with recording artist Fabian here, and we went in, and we're gonna take home some wenches. Is what it's about.
Where are you performing this weekend, Dustin?
I'm at the Orlando Improv, and Fabian is all over Florida.
All right, who is Fabian? Who is this kid? Never heard of him.
Who's Fabian? Hold on a second.
Oh, well, now Fabian's
Hey,
going to get
how you doing?
Fabian.
104.1, Fabian Music. How y'all doing tonight?
Fabian, so are you a rock star or a pop star?
I'm actually an R&B pop star. Just got signed to Primorus Records, Universal Music Distribution.
Oh.
We'll be dropping the first week of January. Actually, the album is called Next Level.
Can we see if we have any Fabian here? Now, why are you hanging out with Dustin Diamond? Are you guys like old friends or what?
Yeah, Dustin and I are old friends, and we're just out perusing the city, having a good time. I happen to be in the area. He called me up, and I said, why not? Let's hit the Pirates Dinner Adventure and see what kind of good time we can have tonight. We just actually came back from Ohio doing some tours over there, so I'm going to let Dust tell you about that.
All right, thank
you. Let me say something. Don't let Fabian hit me with some nonsense. Fabian tapped Kelly way back in the day. And,
Tiffany Amber Thiessen?
was a pimp, and he tapped Kelly and Jesse. Never Lisa, though. She was my hoe.
All right, here's the thing, Dustin, and I'm so glad you're on the show with us right now because you are high. I could tell. Yeah. All right, you may not be drunk, but you're high, sir.
Wasted.
I can so hear it in your voice because sober people don't talk like you.
I am always sober, my friend. I can drive like nobody's business.
Just leave the lights off.
You get a hot lady, you put me in the driver's seat. Ooh, it is on.
All right, so you are going to be at the Orlando Improv this weekend. I was checking out standuporlando.com. Can I play a little audio for you and see if you get your reaction to it?
Okay.
All right, here we go. Now, this is a buddy. This is a guy we've had in on the show before, but this is him on standuporlando.com, and he's doing a podcast. And it's like where all the local comics get together and they talk about comedy, and they start talking about you. Okay, Dustin?
104.1. We're doing a live interview.
Hideout download.
All right, tell your boy Fabian to calm down in the background, all right? All right, Dustin, here we go.
So, Pat, you talked about who you really like, and I see the smile on your face already. Why don't you tell us who you hate?
For one thing, I cannot stand comics like ScreEech from Saved by the Bell, who have no goddamn rights to be on stage.
Now, a lot of people would say, ScreEech, why do you hate on ScreEech?
Oh, because, coming up, it's so difficult to get gigs as it is. But since he was a child actor, he's got pull enough to go into B clubs where we need to fill in the weeks. And he's booked like 40 weeks out of the year. And basically, he's taking money away from comics with actual talent. If you watch ScreEech's stand-up, he opens up with, I'm not even a comic. I don't tell jokes. That's great. Thank you for telling me that. It's like going to a brain surgeon. It's like, hey, I'm not a surgeon. I just like to play with knives. Thanks. That makes me feel comfortable. I'm glad you told me that.
I'm glad we came out for this.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And
what do you think about that, ScreEech? Do you get a lot of that from like comics and stuff who are mad at you from the fame that you've gotten?
It's funny to me that you can't separate ScreEech from Dustin Diamond. You know what? I got a Showtime special coming out. I got all kinds of stuff coming out. I got a show special with Mick Jagger coming out. And you know what? I never need to defend myself. The fact that jealous comics can talk all the crap that they want.
Right.
But I'm selling out shows, and you know what? The bottom line is that people say I don't deserve it because I was an actor. Well, you know what? I'm funny. And the bottom line is, if you're funny and the audiences are selling out and the shows are packed, it doesn't matter. So, I appreciate being on your show, and But I mean, to throw something like that at me off the bat, some nobody that no one's heard of that's jealous for reasons that nobody cares about.
Well, no. I mean, look, I'm not trying to be an ass to you.
I'm wondering if you get that a lot from these local comics when you come into towns.
Like, I mean, do you hear that where it's like, hey, here we have, Dustin. I'm Dustin Diamond now, the comedian. But do you ever say, do you ever hear anything from these guys? Do any of these guys ever say this to your face?
Let's put it this way. The Improv was sold out before I ever did any radio show, including yours. So, bottom line is, ScreEech is the shit, bitch!
Oh, you can't say that. And then he hangs up. All right, do you want to... Did you dump out of him?
Yeah. I got it.
All right, here, you want me to play the rest of this for you?
Sure.
All right. This is Pat Garrity and StandUpOrlando.com.
Hideout download.
Hold on a second.
He does not have any comedic talent whatsoever. You see, he ended his career in Saved by the Bell after 10 years. I don't know how long you can do a high school sitcom, for 10
years is the record.
Yeah. And so he ends that, and then he's like, oh, what am I going to do with my life now? Stand-up comedy. Why? Because like I said before, they're just talking. Looks easy enough. So he basically robbing other talented comics who are coming up by getting on stage, and now he's bitching because he's about to lose his house. Not because he says his parents made bad decisions with his money, as Saved by the Bell. No, because he's a raging cokehead, and he sucks. All right, and that's why he's on stage robbing other comics with talent. So he's a piece of and hopefully he'll overdose sometime soon. And I really mean that.
Wow.
All right, that's from Pat.
That's hardcore.
That's Pat Garrity saying that. Wow, dude.
Why would he hang up? He got pissed at us.
Is his number on there? Can we call him back and see if...
Do you have his number on there?
No. That line doesn't have caller ID.
Oh, is he calling back?
Hold on, because he'll get it.
Is that him? All right. Dustin.
Yeah, this is Postman for Dustin Diamond. Do you have his number on there?
Dustin.
Why did he hang up? Why did he curse and then hang up the phone?
Because he felt like he was having to defend himself.
No, we were asking him if that happens a lot. We're trying to get a look into Dustin Diamond's life.
Dude, look, what are we going to do? Are we going to ask him about his foundation? All right, hold on a second.
He cursed and then hang up the phone. He felt like he was
Turn the radio down.
No, well, the bottom line is this. I mean, Universal Records has stepped up. Prime Morris Records has stepped up to sign this man. Universal Distribution has stepped up.
All right, who am I talking to right now? I don't know. Who am I?
Hey, Beth, do you want to talk?
All right, hold on. Turn down this radio. Can we talk to you for a second as a spokesperson?
Yeah, I mean, here, do you want to talk to him as a spokesperson?
He doesn't even
Hold on,
if he
hold
doesn't
on. Who? Just put someone on the phone that wants to talk.
All right, Hey.
Yeah.
All right, listen.
Who is this?
This is George Burton, CEO of Prime Morris Universal.
Okay. All right. So, do you want to talk to us, or are we going to get the phone passed?
I'll talk to Pat Garrity. Give me this nobody. Give me this nobody.
All right. Well, we'll get you Garrity's number. He's come in on the show before. I don't understand how this is supposed to be some sort of an ambush. Local comics, guys who come in here all the time. They had an opinion about Dustin. I wanted to play it for him and have him comment on it. It's not like I wanted him. Well, hold on. Let me finish mine, and I'll let you finish yours.
Okay, listen. Dustin is playing at the Improv. Is your local comic playing there?
Yes, actually, he has played the Improv before.
No, before. I'm talking about has he sold the Improv out?
Listen, it's not about who's selling who out. Obviously, ScreEech is going to sell it out because he has name recognition.
And we just want to know how he felt about that stuff. We weren't attacking him. We were giving him a chance to talk back at it.
Hold on, hold on, dude. Him hanging up just proves that he's insecure.
All we got was we tuned in, and all we heard was a fucking ambush.
Dude,
Jesus Christ, you can't swear.
Put him on hold. Listen, you dumbasses, because you're listening to the radio right now. Obviously, you hanging up proves you have some sort of insecurity about what Garrity said. That's all this is.
We just gave you a chance to say your piece about it.
You're showing it right now. You gotta chill the hell out with the cussing if we're gonna talk on the radio. I don't mind pushing your gig. Like you said, it's sold out, so there's no reason to push it. We're gonna ask you about the whole Dirty Sanchez thing, too. What do you want us to ask you about Saved by the Bell?
I thought you wanted to move past that.
15 years ago? Don't you want to talk about your stand-up career? This is what people are talking about with your stand-up career.
It's a chance to defend yourself.
Either you can address it now, or we'll talk about Zach Morris. We're trying to have something new for you to discuss. Of course you're going to sell out the Improv. You're ScreEech. We grew up with you.
All right.
Are you ready for Dustin Diamond or are you ready for ScreEech? Tell me who you're ready for.
We wanted to talk about Dustin Diamond. We didn't want to talk about ScreEech.
Hey, then here it is. You're going to get Dustin Diamond. Shut your boy Pat, a fucking clown.
Jesus Christ.
You are a retard.
All right. Keep him on hold so we can listen again.
He just hung up again.
They're still listening, though.
Yeah.
You morons. You don't even get it. We never once asked him about being ScreEech.
We never talked about Saved by the Bell once.
What were we asking you about? Being a comic and what you run into on the road as a comic. And I use the term loosely now because I didn't hear a single funny thing when you called in. And who's Fabian? I've never heard of that fruit.
I think I should leave a note for the monsters tomorrow morning.
Whatever. I think we're doing them a favor. Who wants to talk to this clown?
Can't even ask him a reasonable question. Pedro, you there?
Hi, girls.
Jesus Christ.
So, does this go on my record of making more friends?
Yeah, this is another enemy you've made us because you set this one up.
No, listen, please. That guy makes absolutely no sense.
Did you
he goes
hear?
by ScreEech.
Did you?
I didn't hear it because I'm in Marco Island. And apparently, over here in Jurassic Park, they don't get any good radio.
All we did is first we were talking to him. We plugged the gig like 4 times.
I'm trying to get Garrity on the phone because my brother calls me up while I was on stage. He's like, dude, they played the Garrity clip, and I'm trying to get Garrity because Garrity might show up tomorrow to the Improv to show a little support for ScreEech.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, we got Fabian on the line now.
I want to talk to that clown. I'm not putting any more of them on the air if they can't stop cursing.
They curse one more time, they're done.
Hey, you know there's a rule over here in Marco Island because of ScreEech?
What?
Apparently there's don't do coke.
Oh, I don't know.
We aren't going to sit here calling them a cokehead. We don't know anything about that.
I don't know anything.
Diet Coke. No Diet Coke in the...
Fine. All right, thank you. I'm not going to sit here and say what the guy does and doesn't do because I don't know anything for a fact.
And I don't want to judge him over that.
Yeah, whatever. Who hasn't done a drug or two? Well, me, but...
Fabian.
That's... I put him on...
Are y'all done gibbering?
Hold on.
Put him on hold. All right, listen. Clowns, you can go on the air. I don't mind you going on the air. You have to follow the same rules that any other douchebag who calls in has to follow. Turn your radio down, otherwise we're not going to hear a single word that you say. Turn your radio down.
Friend, so you need to reconsider what you just asked me to do and open up your ears.
I'm listening to you. Say who are we talking to now?
Fabian, I just told you at the beginning of the interview, if you was a good host, you would have realized it. You would have listened. But I'm just phoning in to answer your question.
First of all, I've never heard of you, you fruit. I don't know what kind of music you do, you ass. Don't sit here and judge me on what kind of a host I am. I've never heard of your crap music.
Hey,
put
ScreEech
on the phone, my bitch. Put ScreEech on the phone.
If you do your research, you know who the fuck I am.
All right,
Jesus.
dump out of them. No one knows who you are.
No one will.
No one wants to talk to Fabian. You fairy. And no one wants to talk to Dustin either. They don't want to talk to ScreEech. We attempted to have a conversation with him about stand-up, and he curses, and we have to dump out of him and hang up on him. Or he hung up first. Like I care about you. Oh no, we've made enemies with some pop star. Not even a pop star, you're pop rock. You clown. I'm sure exploding in mouths all the time.
Dude. Dopey. What you got, Dopey?
Oh, I had a killer bit for ScreEech, man. I'm so disappointed.
He needs one.
Yeah, maybe you can
what
send
you
it to
gotta
him.
do, bro.
Do what you gotta do.
You're lucky we didn't do the bit we were going to do. We were going to talk about the Dustin Diamond Foundation.
Oh, no.
Talking about the loss of his first child. Just play that in the background the whole time. We decided to ask you about
there's no Dustin!
Guess what? That's funnier than anything you're going to do all weekend.
That's hilarious. That's terrific.
I didn't want to do it, but you pushed me over the edge by cursing on our show 4 times. Clown. Doing sex tapes no one cares about, you freak.
Ed.
What are we going to talk to him about?
Nothing. We tried to talk to him about something to be interesting, but he didn't want to do it. Ed, what do you got?
I used to do stand-up. I still every now and then do stand-up with Patrick Garrity. And if anybody ever saw his act, they would never call him a no-talent local guy. The guy's brilliant. And also a veteran of serving over in Iraq. And you can't speak about somebody and not know about them.
All right, here's the thing. We heard it first here in the Hideout. Dustin Diamond hates Iraqi war veterans.
Yeah, he's a veteran of serving food at the max, faggot.
And so does his fruity friend, Fabian. I don't want to stop. I'm going to keep going until I'm done.
William in the 407.
Because those bitches are still listening.
How you guys doing? It sounds like you guys opened up a whole new segment here for these callers.
What's up, bro?
No, I'm just, I'm thinking, maybe he's drunk. I bet you guys are probably going to get an apology in Monsters tomorrow. I'll be listening out for that.
All right, thanks. I remember I was listening to our buddies O&A, Opie and Anthony, and I guess the boys over on Whackbag voted Dustin Diamond the second worst interview ever, behind a guy who made balloon animals. And I knew that, and so I'm like, hey, let's
try to do something decent with this guy.
Let's talk to him about something,
not
worth
regular. Yeah.
Instead of asking him about the Peach Pit. Oh, wait, no, it's the wrong show. The other one was on that show.
Gargamel dude.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Yeah.
I happen to be there at Pirates helping serve Mr. Diamond tonight, and yeah, he was wasted.
All right, I'm not going to say what he was and what he wasn't. I don't know that to be a fact.
Let's go to.
And I'm not going to judge the guy based on...
People go out and they party. Just don't be an ass.
No wonder Lisa wouldn't go out with you.
Shut up.
Whatever.
Shut up.
That's the stuff that pisses him off. And guess what? We weren't going to do that. We were going to talk to you about comedy, and we were going to try to have you be funny. And it didn't work out for you.
Let's talk to dude in the 407.
What's up, dude?
Hey, guys, I just want to say he's a washed-up has-been, and you guys rock.
Of course.
You handled that so well.
Appreciate it. Of course we did. You know why? We're geniuses, and we have talent. Although you wouldn't have known that listening to the first half of the show.
Who's this guy on the hotline?
Because it sucked.
There's nobody on the hotline. Oh, he probably just typed something in there.
Someone here?
Yep, I'm here.
Who's this?
Hey, this is B. What's up, people?
I don't know who B.
Who's B?
This is Burton. What's up?
What do you? All right, that doesn't mean anything to you. What are you, part of the entourage? What are you, the turtle?
No, I'm not part of any entourage. I'm telling you that, listen, you guys just slammed that Dustin Diamond does not support the troops, but listen up, people. He's been there, done it, got the T-shirt, and I support him. And
all right, read off more bumper stickers. Why is he talking trash about a well-known Iraqi vet, Patrick Garrity? Why is he cursing on the radio? I love the Improv, and they're fantastic over there, and I'm glad that the shows have already sold out. But this clown, I'm livid. Who is he? Seriously, who is he? What does he want to talk about?
Yeah, I mean, if he had something else, bring it up, but don't swear. Lenny in the butt.
Hey, guys, I was just wondering if this guy could do a funny bit on a Family Guy episode with some made-up radio show host.
I guess. I don't know what that means.
I think it was supposed to be a weenie in the butt. That was from Family Guy.
I don't even know what the ref... I mean, I don't...
Hey, we didn't watch it. Sorry. All right, let's go to Wild Bill.
Oh, Jesus.
Wild Bill, what do you got?
I hear finally someone in this segment with talent.
Hey, what's happening?
What do you got, Wild?
All right.
Wild Bill from Sales.
Well, I wanted to just call and get an update and see what's it seems like the guitar thing's dying out, man.
No, it's not dying out. All right, put him on hold. He's pissed me off, too.
Stay on subject if you're going to call in. Can't handle it right now.
Don't push your guitar thing. We're in the middle right now of yelling at ScreEech. Don't call up with that.
Lance in the 386.
Hey, I've seen Lance. I mean, I've seen ScreEech's stand-up.
Yeah.
It's absolutely horrible. It's horrific.
I mean, here's the thing. I don't want to badmouth the guy. I'm not going to lie to you. I've never seen it before. And he sold out the Improv, and maybe that means something because he has a name. All I wanted to do was play a little audio from some guy who's seen him before and talking about how he goes around. And here's what Garrity said. The only reason he sells out places 40 weeks a year is because he has a name. And those are the off weekends for most clubs when it's taking money away from local talents and what Garrity alleges are talented people. I wanted to get him to comment on that. So what does he do? Screeches the blank and I sell out everything and then hangs up. That son of a bitch called himself ScreEech before we did.
All right, go to break. I have to talk to our phone screen real quick.
It's a Hideout Real Radio 104.1.